Welcome back to Lakers News Fan Report, your go-to place for everything Lakers, where every story, every update, and every piece of breaking news is brought to you with a passion and detail that true fans deserve. If you love the Lakers the way we do, you already know that every game, every injury report, every little shift in the lineup can have ripple effects that change everything, and tonight is no different. Tonight's matchup against the Oklahoma City Thunder is shaping up to be one of the most unpredictable games of the season. And at the center of all this uncertainty stands one very important question. Will Luca Donic play? Luca Donic, the player who has, without a doubt, been the heart and soul of the Lakers' incredible push this season, has found himself listed as questionable. It's not just a random listing either. It's enough to make every Lakers fan sit up a little straighter and start wondering, what's really going on here? Is it just precautionary? Is there something more serious brewing behind the scenes? And more importantly, how will the team adjust if their leading man isn't ready to suit up tonight? Let's take a second to really appreciate just how much Luca has brought to this team. Since joining the Lakers, he's averaging a staggering 27.3 points per game. But it's not just the scoring. It's the way he reads the floor, the way he controls the tempo, the way he makes everyone around him better. 8.3 rebounds, 7.7 assists, 1.6 steals per game. Those aren't just stats. They're a full blueprint of how he dominates every inch of the court. His shooting percentages are rock solid too. 42.1% from the field, 35.8% for beyond the arc night in, night out. He's delivered the kind of performances that have made fans dream big again and made opponents tremble. The impact goes beyond numbers. It's the culture shift, the belief, the swagger. Ever since Luca put on the purple and gold, there's been a different energy at Crypto.com Arena. It's no longer a team hoping to make noise. It's a team expecting to win every single night. Luca's leadership has been just as important as his production, rallying the young guys, challenging the veterans, demanding accountability at every level. And that's why tonight feels so different. Because if Luca's not on the floor, it's not just about missing a superstar. It's about missing the heartbeat of this new Lakers identity. Just a few nights ago, the Lakers absolutely crushed the Thunder right here in OKC. 126-99. It was the kind of statement win that makes you think, this team is ready for the playoffs. Luca was phenomenal, dropping 30 points, dishing 6 assists, grabbing 7 boards, and swiping 2 steals. His efficiency was off the charts, going 11 of 20 from the field and 5 of 11 from downtown. It was vintage Luca, poised, deadly, and completely in control. The Thunder simply had no answer for him. But now, just days later, everything feels up in the air. The Lakers have been relatively cautious with their stars this season, especially with the memory of last year's injury woes still fresh. Managing Luca's workload has always been part of the plan, especially with a bigger picture in mind, a deep playoff run. So maybe tonight's injury designation is just part of that strategy. Maybe the team is looking ahead to tomorrow's massive clash against the Dallas Mavericks, Luca's old stomping grounds, and thinking, why risk it now when the real battle is less than 24 hours away? There's also the reality of the standings to consider. The Lakers have already clinched a playoff spot. They're locked into the top 4 seeds, barring a catastrophic collapse. So maybe Darvin Ham and the coaching staff are playing it smart, prioritizing health over seeding. It's a dangerous game, though, because momentum is everything heading into the playoffs. And you can't manufacture momentum. You have to earn it game by game, possession by possession. Oklahoma City, for their part, has been incredible this season. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has blossomed into a true MVP candidate. Chet Holmgren is exceeding all expectations as a rookie. The Thunder's record, an unbelievable 64-14, speaks for itself. But even they aren't invincible. They've stumbled slightly lately, dropping back-to-back games and looking a little more vulnerable than usual. You can see it in the body language, the slight hesitation on defensive switches, the drop-off in transition defense. It's subtle, but it's there. And the Lakers, with or without Luca, might have a golden opportunity to capitalize. Still, without Luca leading the charge, it's going to require a full team effort. Anthony Davis will need to dominate the paint, not just defensively, but offensively too, setting the tone early and often. D'Angelo Russell will have to step into the role of primary playmaker, balancing scoring with distribution. Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent, everyone will have to step up, not just filling the void but raising their games to another level entirely. And let's not forget the mental aspect. This game, this moment, is a huge mental test for the Lakers. Can they maintain their focus, their intensity, their identity, even if their best player is sidelined? Championship teams aren't built by easy wins. They're forged in adversity, in those gritty moments where nothing goes according to plan and you have to dig deep and find a way. Tonight could be one of those defining moments. Meanwhile, the fans are buzzing with speculation. Social media is ablaze. Everyone's dissecting the tiniest bits of information, trying to piece together what's really happening with Luca. Is it the ankle? The knee? Something else? The Lakers are being tight-lipped, as you'd expect. Playoff season is all about controlling narratives, not giving opponents any extra intel. The bigger picture here is undeniable. The playoffs are coming fast, and the margin for error is razor-thin. Every game matters, not just for standings, but for rhythm, for confidence, for setting the tone heading into the brutal, unpredictable wars of postseason basketball. If Luka sits tonight, the Lakers need to find a way to win anyway. Because confidence is contagious, and so is doubt. Imagine the scenes tomorrow if Luka returns in Dallas, rested, fired up, and ready to remind his former team exactly what they let walk out the door. Imagine the energy, the drama, the pure emotion of that showdown. It could be the spark that carries the Lakers all the way through a deep playoff run. But first, they have to get through tonight. So now I turn it over to you. What do you think the Lakers should do? Should Luka sit and rest, ensuring he's fresh for the emotional fireworks in Dallas and beyond? Or should he suit up tonight, keep the momentum rolling, and send another message to the rest of the Western Conference that the Lakers are not slowing down for anyone? And if Luka doesn't play, who do you think needs to step up the most? Is this the moment for AD to remind everyone that he's still one of the most dominant forces in the NBA? Could D'Angelo Russell put together a vintage scoring explosion and steal the spotlight? Speaking of energy, the bench will be a massive X factor tonight. Guys like Jared Vanderbilt and Max Christie might find themselves playing bigger minutes than usual. These are the moments when unsung heroes can rise. A big block, a key three-pointer, a hustle play that turns the tide. It might not be the headline, but it could be the difference between a win and a loss. We should also talk about Darvin Ham's role tonight. Coaching adjustments are going to be critical. Managing rotations without Luka changes everything. Timing matchups, even the way the Lakers initiate offense. Ham has shown he's not afraid to make bold moves, and tonight might demand some creativity. Expect to see some small ball lineups, some zone defense, maybe even a few surprises we haven't seen all season. Another key point to watch, the pace of the game. If the Lakers can control the tempo, they can make life a lot harder for the Thunder. Oklahoma City loves to run to get easy points in transition. Slowing things down, grinding out possessions, and making them work for every bucket could be a winning formula, especially without Luka orchestrating the usual quick-strike offense. Then there's the importance of setting the tone early. Without Luka, the first few minutes are going to tell us a lot about how this game unfolds. If the Lakers come out flat, it could be a long night. But if they punch first, with energy, with execution, with focus, they can send a message not just to the Thunder, but to themselves. We're built for this. In games like these, leadership matters more than ever. Expect guys like Anthony Davis and D'Angelo Russell to be even more vocal on the court. It's not just about making plays. It's about keeping the team locked in, making sure everyone stays connected through the highs and lows of the game. Championship teams have strong voices. Tonight, we'll find out who's ready to speak up. One player to keep a close eye on is Austin Reeves. He's been quietly brilliant this season, and games like this are tailor-made for him. He's fearless, he's clutch, and he's got that underdog mentality that shines brightest when the odds are stacked against him. Don't be surprised if he ends up being one of the heroes tonight. And what about Rui Hachimura? His versatility could be huge tonight. He can stretch the floor with his shooting, he can defend multiple positions, and he's got the size and strength to battle inside. If he brings his A game, he could swing the momentum in the Lakers' favor in a big way. Another wild card, Gabe Vincent. After battling through injuries earlier this season, he's starting to find his rhythm again. His defensive intensity and ability to knock down timely threes could be the spark off the bench the Lakers desperately need if things get tight late in the game. One thing's for sure, there's no shortage of storylines tonight. Whether it's young guys stepping up, veterans digging deep, or the coaching staff pulling the right strings, every detail is going to matter. And when you add in the uncertainty around Luca, it only raises the stakes even higher. And hey, isn't this what we live for as sports fans? The uncertainty, the drama, the chance to watch a team rise to the occasion when it matters most. Tonight isn't just another regular season game. It's a character check, a gut check, a glimpse into what this Lakers team is really made of. So no matter how things shake out, let's appreciate the moment. These games, these emotions, they're why we watch. They're why we bleed purple and gold. And whether Luka suits up or not, whether it's a blowout win or a nail-biting thriller, tonight is another chapter in a story that's far from over. Remember, the playoffs are a different animal. Everything gets tougher. Every possession gets magnified. Building that toughness, that resilience, starts now. No shortcuts, no excuses. Just grit, heart, and execution. So, buckle up, Lakers Nation. It's going to be a battle. But battles forge champions. And judging by everything we've seen so far this season, this team has what it takes to rise when it matters most. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm reading every single one. This is going to be a wild ride, and I wouldn't want to experience it with any other fan base than the Lakers family. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report if you haven't already, and turn on those notifications so you're always plugged into every twist and turn of this incredible season. We've got so much more coming: game breakdowns, playoff previews, player interviews, and yes, plenty more deep dives just like this one. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Fingers crossed for some good news soon. And as always, go Lakers!